Intercept is 3, so I can put a point there, I can put a point there, and I can draw my line. This is going to be a solid line because it's greater than or equal to. If I use a test point of 0, 0, I would have 0 plus 0 is greater than or equal to 3. 0 is greater than or equal to 3. That's false. So I'm not going to shade this way. I'm actually going to shade that way. Okay? We'll leave it like that. Second equation, I'm going to just put in the slope-intercept form. That's going to give me y is less than 2x plus 5. Y-intercept of 5, slope of 2, up 2, right 1, down 2, left 1. Again, another solid line because it's less than or equal to. If I put in 0, 0, I would get negative 2 times 0 plus 0 is less than or equal to 5. 0 is less than or equal to 5, which is true. So that means I'm going to shade towards 0, 0. Okay? So right now the black line is shading this way, the blue line is shading this way, so this part right here is the solution. But let's finish up with the third inequality. I can figure out the x-intercept here, which is going to be 12. I can figure out negative 2y equals 12, so y equals negative 6. That's our y-intercept. So 12 is out here for the x-intercept. Negative 6 is the y-intercept. And if I wanted to, I could do some math and say that 1 over 2 is my slope. Hopefully those run into each other, which they do. Okay, again, solid line, less than or equal to. And if I use 0, 0, I get 0 minus 2 times 0 is less than or equal to 12. 0 is less than or equal to 12, which is true. So I'm going to shade this way. So looking at this graph, I'm shading to the right of the blue line, above the black line, and above the green line. So my final solution, all right, is where all three of those shadings would work out. And that's right there. Okay, that shaded region represents the solution set to that entire graph, okay, or that entire system. Let's do one last example and then we'll be done. Alright, this one here is x plus 5y is less than or equal to 15. X-intercept of 15, y-intercept of 3. So here's my 3. 15 is down here. I could also say 1/5 is my slope. And so there's my line. It's a solid line. And 0, 0, if I plug in, will make it true. So I'm going to shade below that line. Just put a little shaded mark there. The next one is x plus y is less than or equal to 11. That means my x-intercept is 11. My y-intercept is 11. And I can shade that as a solid line again. If I plug in 0, 0, I get 0 is less than or equal to 11. So I'm shading below that line. Now the last two are kind of tricky, but x is greater than or equal to 0 is a vertical line right on the y-axis. So that's right there. And if x is greater than or equal to 0, I'm shading to the right of that line. Y is greater than or equal to 0 is right here. And if I'm shading above that line, that's right there. So I'm below both the green and the black line. I'm to the right of the blue and above the red. That means my shaded region is right there. Okay? And that is how we go about solving or showing the solution set to a system of inequalities. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and bring some practice problems back into school the next day, and we'll work on those tomorrow in class. And hopefully this will help out, and we'll see how this goes.